What's going on, everybody? It's me, Joel Simmons, back again for another It Starts With Me. Today we have a wonderful guest. His name is Sean Sullivan, and he's autistic, and he's gone through quite a struggle inside of his life. But you're going to learn from him that if you never give up, well, I'll save that for the actual show. Hey, listen, don't forget, have you even checked out to see if you're subscribed? You need to subscribe. Remember, go ahead and click that subscribe button. Take your moment. All right, good. Hit that notification button so you know when I'm coming on. All right. It Starts With Me is here every single Wednesday, 12:30 p.m. You can find us there. All right. It Starts With Me. We got great stories for you this year. It's going to be an awesome year. Also, remember this, that my buddy Michael Seville, he is on every single Monday at 9 o'clock with What It Takes. And we close out the week on Fridays at 6:30 with the Community Beacon. So we're looking forward to having you all with us to be a part of our community. Thank you so much. All right, Sean, let's bring you on. So, hey, Sean, I'm really glad to have you on the show. We just got a chance to speak within the last few days, and I'm really interested in hearing more about you and about your kayak story that you had inside of while you were at LA. Could you tell me more about why you brought that?
So I used to go to a boarding school, and the school was located in Oregon. I gave the speech in Los Angeles, and in the speech I talk about the school before I got shut down, which was located in I think Southern Oregon, and the school's name was Crater Lake School, and the reason why I went there in the first place is because at the time, before that, I was living in New Jersey, and the school district in New Jersey recommended I go to the school in Oregon. No one within my circle of support was aware, however, that me going to the school would be an absolute nightmare.
Wow.
While I was there, I was forced to sleep outside on the concrete with no covers and no pillow. Teachers and students would pour cold water on me while I was asleep. I was not provided 3 meals a day. And the abuse goes on and on. The owner of the school had a similar ending to a summer camp in California. The summer camp, there were a couple of deaths there. A couple of people died due to negligence and other stuff as well. But So how it worked was the owner of the school, when um, she was in California, her name was Bobby Trott. Um, but when she started the boarding school in Oregon, she changed her name. Uh, and so that that made it harder for um, that made it more difficult for her to be found out. Uh, and so um, the end result was that I'm not sure if she got arrested or not. Um, Personally, I hope she did. Um, but I, um, the way the boarding school got shut down is through a combination of my parents and um, uh, um, my kayak trip,
Hmm.
and when I when I took the kayak from the island, um, which was in Washington State. Let, just let me backtrack and explain um, how I ended up in Washington. I think that would be a good idea. Um, so how it happened was the school was about to be investigated by the police. Um, Somehow the school found out, and they didn't want to lose the source of income, so they took us, the students, from the school, and it was under the pretext of a field trip. Um, and they took us to a island in Washington State, um, and we explored the island a little bit. Uh, and I was fortunate enough to find a kayak,
Hmm.
and so I used the kayak to escape the island, and I went to Seattle. I found police. I told them everything, and the school got shut down. I'm
Wow.
I'm trying to find a way to turn my story into a documentary. However, I don't know any. Um, uh, I don't know anyone in Hollywood, unfortunately. And so any any connections would be very appreciated.
Wow, Sean, this is a serious story. You
Yeah,
know, I was listening to this on your YouTube. This happened a couple years ago, and just so the audience would understand, you know, uh, you're autistic. You were born that way, and you're a very smart individual and very gifted. You know, and I think, but I would rather hear you say it. Do you believe that because of your autism, that the boarding school treated you in such a way?
That is 100% accurate. Yeah.
Yeah, so this it should not be like that at all. That's
No.
just there's nothing right about that. And those other two people or a few people that lost their lives there, were those your friends?
Um, I didn't really have any friends there. Um, the people who died were the people um, were who went to um, the owner's previous tragedy. Um, so the owner of the school owned a summer camp prior and previously to owning the boarding school. And there were a few people who died at the summer camp. Um, no one died in the school.
Yes.
And um, I was basically a loner. Um, I did had to fend for myself at the school practically um, during my year and a half stay there.
Wow. And,
Yeah,
and this is so capturing these types of stories, and sharing them with the world. What that means is, a greater influence or audience has the ability to hear your story, and that's what I'm hoping for. When people can hear your story, so that maybe the resources will come. We're definitely going to include your YouTube channel so that people can get in contact with you, and if they get in contact with me, then we'll definitely reach out to you as well, to help you to share your story and to make sure that people are being protected. How long ago was this?
it was when I was between the ages of 16 and 18, and I'm 36 right now.
Okay. Okay.
How many years ago was that? I'm terrible at math.
You said you're 36 and you're around 16, so it's about 20 years, you know,
I see.
18, 20 years, something like that. How have you been able to move on, since then? Are there any good things that are happening inside of your life?
Yes. I started my own nonprofit organization, and I'm trying to raise money and donations and grants to further my nonprofit's mission, which is to inspire and help prevent people with disabilities and mental health challenges from giving in to hatred and rage, because a lot of people with disabilities and mental health challenges have a very difficult time in their life. And a lot of people don't understand them. And so it's hard for them to not feel depressed and angry a lot. Um, I'm actually trying to raise money for a conference that I'm supposed to go to in Washington, D.C. It's going to happen in late February, early March, and any amount would be really appreciated. And of course, it would be tax deductible. So whoever donates will get a write-off and tax deduction on their taxes as well. So
Beautiful. What is the website that they need to go to?
my website is iknowautism.org. However, my website is very new. I only started it a little while ago. And so right now it doesn't have a donate now icon. And I do, however, have a nonprofit business bank account. And how it works is that those who donate would simply donate through my PayPal account, and it would be direct deposited to my business bank account, which my board has complete control over, and so yeah. So anyone who would like to donate would donate through PayPal.
Okay. And so I'm sure that your board can set up that link and then add it to your page. But as of right now, if someone were to come in here and register just to speak with you and then put it inside of the notes right here that they wanted to offer a donation and click the book to speak, then your team would read the notes and contact them about how they can donate?
That's correct. Additionally, they can email me.
Okay.
My email is on my website as well. It's on the homepage.
Okay. I'll go back to the homepage. This is it right here.
Yeah.
All right. So there we go. So we're giving everybody opportunity to see that. For those that are listening on the podcast, wherever you listen to your podcast, the email is SeanIKnowAutism@gmail.com. That's SeaniknowAutism@gmail.com. Sean, I really appreciate you being on the show with us today. Is there anything else that you'd like to share with the listening audience about your struggle and about your successes? Before you go, can you tell us a little bit about what this trip to Washington is all about and why it's so important?
Next episode on It Starts With Me.
What I do for fun. I like to read. I like to listen to audiobooks. You know what I like to do for fun? I like to spend time with my kids. I enjoy that. I have a few kids. I have 3 kids, and I'm expecting to see my eldest has moved out, so it's around that time when I will see her soon. And my younger children, they still live with me, and so I enjoy hanging out with them. My youngest, my little boy, he's 12. He has a game, and that game is Dragon Ball Z.
Wow.
Yeah, I
Is
like
that
to beat him up in it.
what system is that for?
And then that's the Nintendo system.
Oh, cool. I it should be interesting to see how your parenting skills had affected your daughter, to see if she succeeds or needs more of your help.
Was awesome.